Well, hey, welcome to my studio. This is where I do my studies, my stools. Today's video is about a painting trip to Weymouth. Now, painting trip means I'm taking all the paints, all the brushes, all the other stuff and tools that I need to paint at the scene. So if you want to skip down to the actual painting bit, right here, and if you want to hear a little story behind the whole trip, well, let me elucidate you. So we drive down, it's a beautiful day, the sun is out, it's just the perfect day, weather-wise, temperature-wise, no wind, just perfect. Get down there, set up the tents. The area that we put it in is this interesting little bit between the promenade and the actual beach that people go to. It's the area that says, don't stick around here because the hill might crumble. Put our tents up there, 2 tents, 1 each. I go for a little swim, and then this guy rocks up. This weird fella with a massive rucksack on his back. Now, apparently, that's all the belongings he has in the world. He sold everything. And decided to do this sort of charity trip around the perimeter of England. So he's making this trip from Southampton. He might still be doing it. I hope he is. And about an hour since, he's got the feeling that we're alright. So he decides to pitch his tent right next to us. So he pitches up and then he says, oh, I gotta meet my boys. Apparently he was gonna meet his boys at this beach as well. Okie dokie. So off he goes, leaves his rucksack, which later he was surprised that he did because, as I said, it's got all his worldly possessions in that rucksack. Anyways, he goes off and we start chilling out, as was the plan. But before I get to painting, we have to do the food, right? So we start the barbecue, start frying up some meat, some chicken, and then this dude comes down the hill because we're right by the cliffs, right? He's running down the hill that no person is actually able to walk down. Basically, if you're not running down, you'll be falling down because you have to keep up with the momentum. You know, the fella looks proper scary, you know. So we look at him, he looks at us, and he makes his way over to us. We start to chatting. Well, it turns out the guy got released from prison 10 days ago. And he was out with his missus in a pub up on the hill. Had a little disagreement. His solution to the disagreement was to leave the scene as soon as possible and make sure she couldn't follow. We give him a drink, give him some meat, barbecue stuff. He starts telling his prison stories about all the shankings and shows us his roadmap of pain, all the scars on his body, all the stabbings that happened and all that. And then the other guy rocks up, you know, the guy with the 2 boys that was gonna meet. He's got the boys, brings them round, and he's thinking, what the hell's going on here? Who's this guy? Who's this tough looking character? All get to chatting, all friendly. They all go like, you know, usually people don't invite you to their barbecue, like everyone's doing their own thing, and it's quite unusual the way it happened. It's like, yeah, you're telling us, you know, the whole thing was proper weird, but in a good way. It gets quite late because, you know, conversation is flowing. The guy's gotta go because he's got a curfew, he's got a tag, gotta be home by 10. The other guy, he's got some more people coming. Long story short, ended up staying up till about 4 o'clock in the morning. Woke up around 12, something like that. You know, I needed my lion. And then around 1, I think, or 2, that's when I started painting. And yeah, let's just skip to the time lapse and see how that went. And that was that. So the painting was done, well, halfway done. I'm still yet to finish that. But I had to wait for it to dry, and the inspiration didn't strike. And also, this funny thing happened. My hard disk crashed. So all the stuff I was filming through the year, I'd say about 65-75% of it down the toilet. I had to go through all my memory cards, all my hard disks. See, imagine this is the hard disk. I was rifling through, you know. I was trying to get all my data. I was trying to get any data. The funny thing is, some stuff got recovered, I'd say 90%, and some stuff was just completely gone. Nothing left, not even a whiff. Not a single JPEG, nothing. It was upsetting, but you know what they say, you know what they say, you know what they say. So join me next time for another Dorset adventure. The stuff that didn't get destroyed in the great hard disk crash of 2021.